I've heard you both say you've got an aversion to remakes. So what was it about the Fright Night script that you thought we've just got to do this?
Yeah, every time I see like a trailer for a remake, I'm just kind of like, come up with something new. I'm that asshole. But then I got the script and I was like, oh, it's a remake. And I read it and it was super funny and bloody and scary. And he was attached. Colin Farrell, Toni Collette, and Craig Gillespie were all attached. I'm like, I gotta work with these people. Yeah. And the character is so good. So I read it and I loved it and I wanted to be part of it.
Same for you?
Yeah, I mean, I just thought the script was great. It was a monster film, as opposed to some other kind of vampire film. I really liked that about it.
Yeah, do you think it's quite different from the other vampire things that are out there at the moment?
I think lately, yeah, you see a lot of like lovesick vampires and like groups of vampires and vampires hunting other vampires, but in this one it's just one monster, one predator, like Dracula or Nosferatu. It's just one specific vampire hunting down Anton.
And if you could remake any other film or be in any other remake in the world, what would you choose?
Geely?
We'd remake Geely. He'd be Jennifer Lopez. I'd be Ben Affleck.
I think that would be good.
Yeah. Would be good.
Put that to someone. And okay, let's talk about vampires some more. Colin Farrell kind of plays the vampire Jerry in a quite terrifying way, a little bit charming, but mostly horrifying. So did you know he was going to play it that way, and what was it like working with him?
I mean, I think when he appeared on set, it was like he was there 1,000%, and it was really impressive and fun to watch, really exciting to watch, because he created, I think, such a brilliant character.
Yeah.
I agree. It was... Sorry, my mind was on set. I was, remembering working with him. Yeah, it's very fascinating. He, me and this man on weekends would, we have days off, so we'd go out, but I feel like Colin just stayed in and just worked his ass off on this character, because he came to set so prepared and just knew exactly what marks to hit and everything, and he created one of my favorite vampires in vampire movie history.
Okay, serious question. Who do you think's the sexiest vampire ever?
Salma Hayek and
oh yeah, she's so good.
Dust Till Dawn.
She's so sexy.
So sexy.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Okay, so this film is about being a teenager, kind of growing up, facing your fears, defining yourself. What do you think's the scariest part about being a teenager? Wasn't that long
Balls
ago.
dropping.
Is that scary?
It's pretty terrifying.
You just wake up, your voice is like, hey.
That's kind of cool, though. Yeah, balls dropping. I like that. I think for me, it was just school. I hated school.
Yeah, I hated school.
Waking up at 6 a.m. every day and have to go learn stuff you don't care about.
Yeah,
it was more draining than terrifying, but I'm glad to not be a part of it.
You were terrified in the classroom?
Just all the time. And apparently you guys had a bit of a bromance on set. So what was the best...
That's the word, apparently.
Apparently.
This is what I've heard. So what was the best part about working with each other?
There wasn't really anything that good, to be honest.
Average.
It was kind of a
It was all professional.
Yeah. Was there anything that was really annoying?
Oh, a lot of things.
Most things he did.
Most things, yeah.
Okay.
Most, how he delivered all his lines.
Just his presence is kind of annoying. Once he walks in the room, you're like having a great day, and it just gets annoying.
Okay.
I like to do that. I like to kill the mojo in a room.
It's just apparently you called each other Dreamy Cream Puff and Sexual Lobster. So were these your main nicknames?
Did I call you a sexual lobster?
Are there other nicknames as well?
That was another long day of a press junket where what came out of our mouths we don't know. He was my little, what did I call him?
Dreamy Cream Puff?
He's quite dreamy.
Thanks, bro.
And you have a creamy center.
Original.
And you're just a fucking sexy lobster.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Just different. Did you guys have to learn any stunts for the film?
We had the fight scene at the end.
Yeah.
I had to do some wire work.
We had to learn the whole fight. I mean, they choreographed the fight,
Yeah.
and we learned it for a couple of days. And
Yeah, I think it was like a few days.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
What was it like kind of fighting as your neck was
That was
severed
hard.
off?
I'm not a flexible guy. And Craig was like, do it more. He's like, I want the wound open, and I'm stiff. It was very difficult. But it looked nice.
Yeah, pulled it off.
Yeah,
pulled it off.
thank you.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.